Today we're going to service the 4R100 transmission on the 7.3 2002. We're not going to do a transmission oil change. What we're going to do is fix this little dipstick spout that comes out of the top of the transmission and is the filler spout and the dipstick check slot. So this is normally pressed into the transmission, but the press joint came loose and it was leaking transmission fluid out of this hole you can see right there. And so I was losing transmission fluid, seeing it run down the transmission and make a mess all over the place. It's a two-piece spout, so that little piece goes in, and then you can see that little metal fitting pushes inside, and then there's a gasket there. So what I need to do is find a way to secure this in there. I think what I'm going to do is use some JB Weld because, like I said, it's originally pressed in for the factory, or when you service the transmission or take it apart, rebuild it, you can press it in then as well. I've got it drain fluid though, because sticking my finger up into the top of the hole, I can tell that the fluid level is up high enough that it's like halfway up that hole. So I'm going to drain the transmission fluid a little bit, and then the level of the transmission fluid will be down far enough that I can clean that out and put some JB Weld on it. Hopefully get it secured in the right position. Transmission fluid is a good color and it smelled good as well. It's only been like 5,000 miles at this point since I did a transmission fluid change. Now I've taken some Scotch Brite and some 3M emery cloth and cleaned up the maintained surfaces of this little adapter tube for the transmission. Then what I'm going to do is index it with a Sharpie. You can see the orange mark on there. Insert it into the transmission housing, marked it so that I can know once the JB Weld's on the exact position it needs to be. So now I'm going to mix up some JB Weld, JB Quick, and this is supposed to bond to steel really well. So I don't have any concerns really, just that my biggest concern would be to make sure that there's no oil in the mixture. So it's all mixed up now, and I lost that wheel as I was coming up from under the truck, almost took a spill. So it's all looped up, or all mixed up and inserted in there. I got the indexing correct, inserted the tube, and you can see I just kind of tried to make the best seal possible. Now we've just got to wait, I think it's the 48 hours on this stuff. Make sure it's hard. I'm probably going to wait just a little longer. And then I'll refill the transmission fluid that I drained out, and then we should be all good to go. It was a super tight fit because of this 4-inch downpipe. Now I can't fit my hand up in there. It was just super cramped working conditions with the little bracket there that holds the upper dipstick tube filler in place. It was able to kind of hold it as another arm for me. So that was nice, but like all these tubes, I'm just glad I got the connection back together. But anyway, that's hopefully going to turn out well, and then I'll refill it after it's all done.